Sit. We'll start with sit. Okay. I'm doing the vocals.
Yeah. Or we can harmonize.
Okay. Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Set. Go.
I want to sit on it. I think we have to go higher.
Okay.
I want to.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm nervous too. I want to sit on it. Hey, what's going on?
How do
Let's
I
talk
look?
about it.
We are on an air mattress. I would like to point out that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one looks good on an air mattress.
And I do want to, I'm glad that you're bringing up the air mattress because there's something, you brushed it off this morning, but I woke up, me and Madi were sleeping next to each other. I wake up, she has moved off of the air mattress onto the couch, and she has the full blanket over her face. I honestly couldn't even see her. I couldn't even see that line. You were so like, and you were so into the couch. I almost thought it was Aaron for a second. But you had moved off the air mattress. I was so alone.
Okay, and I was afraid of that because
I was
hoping like it felt like, you know, whenever you're like hiding kids' Easter eggs like the morning of or something like that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like take a little nap over here.
Oh, dude.
But because I was not getting a good night's sleep on this, my back was hurting, but I was like, I know she's gonna feel left out. She's gonna feel, no matter what I do, even if I say my back hurts, then it's gonna be an awkward, like, no, like, do what you want. It doesn't need to happen. I'm gonna sleep, I'll nap, and then I'll come over and pretend nothing happened. Is what I wanted to happen. But I went over there. God, did it feel good.
I bet.
I dreamt.
Did you?
I dreamt. I had a real dream. And then it was so bright.
Yeah.
Because I did knock off the curtains, and they're high ceilings. I can't reach, and I don't have a ladder, and I'm not going to borrow a ladder to do.
It's too much.
It's too much. It's going to be brighter in here. Mm-hmm. That's just what.
But you just didn't want to sleep next to me. Okay, sorry. Sorry, just wanted.
You're not. I don't think you heard. I don't think you heard anything I've been saying. But no, you did catch me in the act though, and you were like, "Hey."
I just yeah. It hurt.
And I get that. I didn't mean to. And
I know.
I want you to know it came from a good place. It came from a lot of lower back pain and a lot of love.
That's really okay. I forgive you. I think I am traumatized. There was a time where I slept at Lauren's house and I was snoring really, really loud. And instead of her like waking me up and being like, "Hey, shut the fuck up," she went and slept on the couch in her own apartment.
Okay.
And I woke up, and I don't know if I woke up and she was gone, or I think I woke up and she was gone, and I was just like,
"Yeah,
what happened?"
Yeah.
And then
I live here now?
And I was, well, actually, no, this is what happened. Okay, sorry, it's all coming back to me now. She woke up in the bed, but the way that she woke up, I was like, oh, something happened last night. And so I just asked, I softball, I go, did I snore last night? And she was like, now that you brought it up, you snored so fucking loud. She wasn't mean about it, but she was like, I did sleep on the couch. And I was like, That was actually so embarrassing.
That sucks.
It was so to snore so loud to make someone leave their own bed.
Yeah.
And then feel like they have to sneak back into her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes I leave my own bed because I know I'm a bother to sleep with.
Whoa.
Because I have to cricket.
Oh.
And I know.
I'm glad you bring up cricketing.
Dude, so I also have a lot of like trauma with it because I had a sleepover with my best friend in like the 5th grade. Which, I mean, we're still friends to this day, like best friends to this day. And like when I cricket, I think of her, and maybe total over 20 years of friendship, maybe had like 10 sleepovers.
Wow.
That's not
a lot.
That's not a lot. Yeah.
No.
And it's because of this one incident where I was sleeping with her and I was going to bed. Monkey
doing
she
always
doing bad things. But I'm laying next to her. I get to going, and she just puts her hand on me, and she goes, "Stop moving." And then the whole night, I was like, do not move. Yeah, so I couldn't sleep. So now any sleepover, I'm like, sit still, don't move. Everyone hates you. Is how sleepovers go for me. So when I get to going, I go, I'm just gonna excuse myself.
Wow.
So I'll sleep on the couch. I'll let you do your thing, and then I'll sneak back in and go, oh, wow, what a good night's sleep. I'm lying. I'm lying.
That's so interesting. Dude, again, that is Lauren crickets a lot. But she also
Do you hate it?
No, I don't. I think it's like
You get a comfort from it too?
Well, it's like I'm like, oh, she's about to. It's like a signal, like, oh, she's like about to call it a night. Yeah. Like she's like self-soothing before she goes to bed.
Yeah.
Like she crickets. She has restless legs and.
Same.
Yeah. Is that you too?
Yeah.
It's just so interesting because I don't know what that feels like, but it's just like the restless leg. I can handle cricketing. It's the restless leg that actually gets on my nerves because it's just like, yeah, she shakes a little bit, but yeah, it's just I don't know.
I get this weird, which Xanax will just take it.
Sure.
It takes it right out.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I'll be sitting and then I'll go. Ah! And I have to like kick. I just have to kick my leg. I have to move, and then I'm like, "Whoa, we got to take a Xanax," because otherwise, I'll just be thinking, "Keep still." It always goes back to that sleepover.
Now I feel like I stretch my legs out. God.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm like. It's like interesting you went that way.
Okay, this is good.
Oh, big stretch.
Oh, good
stretch.
What's she doing? Okay.
Cat monkey doing okay things. She's been weird. Listen. We're not. This is not vanity.
Doing. You're right.
This is not for vanity.
No.
Because I'm
show off this handsome gentleman.
I'm braless, makeupless, balding.
Same.
And thanks for cutting my hair.
Just from the hips down.
Hello.
That's fun.
Dude,
I did have a dream the other day.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I had a dream that I shaved my entire body.
Yeah.
Which I woke up and I was like, oh, okay.
Is it time?
It's time.
Yeah.
Like if I'm dreaming, like, oh, I remember doing that.
That's what I was gonna bring up was my most recent shave. I always listen. I this might be too personal.
We're
but
here.
If there's a chance, I'm down there shaving. I'm sitting on the floor of the bathtub, leg up.
Really?
Yeah. I get the mirror in there.
Oh my God.
I really go in because I don't know. I've also been thinking about just getting a wax.
You talked about that.
But I'm scared of just showing my puss to a stranger.
That's part of it.
I know everyone says it's part of it, but also it's like
they signed up for it.
They did sign up for it, and I get that.
And also, you can just YouTube Brazilian waxes, and you'll see full vag
on YouTube.
On YouTube,
dude,
because it's like a clinical thing, so you can look it up. So once you get used to it, I mean, I watch so many that I'm like, oh, this is just a body. This is like not even,
Yeah, I didn't know they were showing full vag on
as long
YouTube
as it's
like
clinical.
That. Okay.
Yeah, you can look up anything, dude.
Whoa. Well, I mean, I know that now, but 13-year-old Joslyne didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
On the iPod Touch. I tried telling a story about this, but it was the first time I ever looked up anything pornographic. It was a woman getting a massage.
Wow.
And I fell asleep because the massage, it was before they even got to anything really sexual. Yeah. The massage just looked so relaxing. And it put me to sleep. And I woke up to my stepdad standing over me, holding my iPod and being like, what is this? And it's a woman with just no bra. It's just pornographic. And he just took my phone. He took my iPod.
Is that when you had to watch?
That was not when I was forced to watch public access TV. When I was a freshman in high school, I got caught for texting a senior boy.
That's it?
Yeah, but it was
Bad Fings?
Bad Fings with the senior boys.
Same.
Bad Fings with the senior boy. My mom found my phone. She was pissed. Got it taken away. And then, yeah, I had to watch public access. I was only allowed to watch public access TV in the living room for just a really long time.
like prison.
Yeah. And it was just but also it was I punished because the whole family had to watch public access TV. It wasn't
no American Idol.
Yeah, it was
not on it.
It was more I remember it being just
educational. Yeah,
just educational food show. Stuff like that. There was a cooking show. But yeah, public access, and it was either that or if my stepdad wanted to watch sports.
Did you have 38th as a spot?
What's that?
Okay, I didn't know if that's a Kansas City thing or what. I don't know what it is. I had cable, my dad had DVR and stuff.
Yeah.
But my neighbor just had a satellite, and she watched a lot of 30th Spot, which was that 70s show and stuff. But I had never seen any of that, and I was like, oh, This is how the other half lives.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of money, but we did have American Idol, which I feel that was on basic.
I liked, yeah. I watched that like when I was like younger, and then I stopped. I did want to ask you though, what was the worst punishment? I feel like you didn't receive a lot of bad punishments growing up.
So wrong, dude.
Really?
Dude,
because Lisa seems so like chill with you.
I know, and that's so annoying because I'm telling you, she was the craziest mom. And
okay, then what?
Like everyone was like, fuck, like dreading to invite me because my mom was gonna be like,
no
on
way.
My ass. Yeah. Like if we were trying to sneak and do anything, and if I was invited, it was a big like, we're risking it all because Maddie's mom's on her ass. It was really, and I pushed the boundaries for sure. Like I needed it.
Whoa.
Yeah. There was a time this is the first time I ever got really drunk, maybe second. But I was with this senior girl and I was trying to be cool and like I was a freshman, she was a senior. And she was like, we can drink here, and we got like 30 bottles of beer, and her parents were upstairs. It was a huge house. They were like super wealthy, very Christian family. And she was like, they're upstairs, but like they won't hear us. So like we're fine. They don't check on us. And I was like, okay, cool. I trust you with everything. And we put first of all, a girl handed them to us through the little like basement windows. We were like, thank you. Adios. Get it. And then we just like take all the bottles out and put them in the bathtub. And we have like a few. I have a lot. And then I go back in, knock all of them over. So loud. Obviously parents come down because they're like, wow, someone just dropped a 30 rack of beer.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And she's like, pretend like you're asleep. So I run over and I'm like, I'm out. And her mom, and I'm very drunk at this point, her mom comes over and she's like, oh my, she's yelling, whatever, and she's like, wake up, and I'm like, nope, I'm out. And then she's like, she's dead. And I was like,
oh my god.
Like, and then it was a weird where she was like, honey, you take that girl home, because they didn't know me or whatever. She's like, you take her home. So it's me and this dad. I'm in the back seat, like silent and drunk, and he's like, tell me how to get to your house. So at our house, like we had the garage that had a side door to it, and then the house. So I was like, all right, thanks for taking me home. And I went in the garage and I was like, I'm sleeping in the garage, because I was like, mom is not asleep. So I'm asleep in the garage.
Oh my god, Maddie, this is insane.
God. And I'm laying there and I see headlights come back and it's like 3 in the morning. And I was like, what? and I see him get out and he knocks on the door.
Oh my god.
And he's like, hey, I dropped your daughter off. He went home and his wife was like, did you talk to her mom? And he was like, no, I just let her in. And she was like, this girl could be anywhere. So then he came back to be like, hey, is your daughter here?
God.
And I'm like wasted listening against the door.
My
and
god.
I hear my mom go, Maddie? And I'm like, but not here.
Maddie. Oh my fucking god.
And then she goes, she's not here, I'm calling the police. And I'm literally just like spin the doorknob and just like fall in. I'm like, don't call them. We're sitting on the couch, I'm just getting like scolded, and I was like, I'm wasted, can we talk about this in the morning? There was a lot of things like that. So like I was grounded. I was grounded a lot. There were a lot of parties. Most of my friends got MIPs, but I didn't, because I was grounded for all of the good shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would like make my own fun and get in a lot of trouble for the fun that I made, but it was never like, you remember that night? It's like, dude, yeah.
Whoa. I'm so like, the sleeping in the garage is like, dude, you were almost clear though. You were almost in the clear.
Like, what a stupid bitch.
Yeah. And then he came back.
Yeah. Also crazy to send your husband home with a girl, like a 15-year-old girl, like
drunk
for her sake.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know my husband at all.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure he's a fine guy.
Yeah,
like,
but still.
His wife trusts him, but like.
And then going back at 3, like, I guess I get it, because it's like, but he.
It's like when I clipped the raccoon, turned around and clipped it again.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like it felt like, no. And then I got in so much trouble for that.
That's crazy.
I just tried to hit this.
Hit that shit. But I feel like I got in trouble. I got away with a lot of stuff. Like, I got away with most everything, but what the stuff I didn't get away with, it was like, I genuinely, truly fucked up. Because there was like, the one thing, it was like, I was getting away with everything, and then there was one night I took my parents' car, took my friends, and we went to Denny's. We lived on an Air Force base, so it was like a 20-minute drive off base to go anywhere in town. So we go off base to go to Denny's. No, completely sober.
Badass.
I know.
You just love
like
pancakes.
we were just so we were just high on life. Like we were in high school, like literally just being like, let's go to fucking Denny's. Yeah. I want a moons over my hammy. And so get one of those, and then we go to Walmart. We buy sweet treats from Walmart, and then we're like, let's just cruise. Sweet tweets. You get some sweet tweets. Did I fuck up? Okay. Sweet tweets from Walmart. Yeah. And then we go, then another 30-minute drive to, it's called Cloudcroft. It's in the mountains. Whoa. So it's in New Mexico. So yeah, it's gorgeous.
I was like, the Nebraska mountains. Yeah.
No.
I'm familiar.
The Nebraska mountains. So we go up there, and then we park. We meet this, my favorite barbecue place is up there. It's called Mad Jack's. We meet Mad Jack at a gas station late at night. I know. It was crazy. and so we're coming back down. I have the car. I'm with friends. I get a text that there's a party. And I'm like, dude, we're free. Like, let's just go to this party. Yeah. And I really had been wanting to try weed. I had not tried weed yet. And then we're coming down the side of the mountain. I'm speeding. I just got my license. Speeding. And my friend Taylor's like, Joslyne, watch out! And then there's a rock. I hit the rock. I swerve this way into oncoming traffic. I see 2 headlights. I overcorrect into a ditch.
Get the fuck out of here.
Into a ditch. And then,
oh my God,
dude,
no.
I know. Into a ditch. The car is just fucked. So
really?
Immediately, the thing is, though, is immediately like, I knew it was fucked up, but once we like stop like moving, me and Taylor start laughing, like just fucking laughing so hard. We're like, and then all the like lights on the dashboard start coming on, and like all tires had been popped. She could not get out of her door. Her sister was in the back seat. Like, it was so bad. So we get out, and I'm like, we're not telling my parents. I was like, we're gonna get the car fixed. Yeah.
Obviously,
I'm like
we'll take care of this tonight.
I'm like a sophomore, junior. I'm like, we'll get it fixed. I was like, what? Does anyone know someone who works like at the car shop at school? I'm like, I have a friend named Gavin who like that's like one of his electives is like shop, and so I text Gavin. I go, hey, here's the sitch. Can you come up and help me?
Totaled a car.
Yep. And I literally, this is how fucking dumb I was. I was like, dude, he'll just come up and like buff it out and put us some new tires on and we can get out of here.
That fell on his tire.
Like, dude, she crawled out the window. It was fucked.
Way.
It was a bad car accident. So it's, that happens at like maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Oh my God. And
so it's like, I'm fighting with her sister on the side of the road about what we need to do. Cause I don't want to call because my mom's going to be pissed. Yeah. The guy almost hit, turns around, and he goes, I thought you were a drunk driver. I was like, nope, just
stupid.
15. Yeah, 16. I don't remember how old I was, but
you're not stupid. I just met you were a kid.
I was
stupid.
No, I was idiot. Yeah. But he turns around and he's like, he worked on base, which that's like, we were all, military or whatever. Long story short, we have like one tire that's like okay. And I'm like, dude, if we can just get the car back to base. So I'm going 5 miles an hour. It's just metal scraping on the road. Sparks are flying. And it's like an hour. And like my friend is like playing Mac DeMarco really softly in the car. We're all just quiet, silent. And we're like, dude. And the way I knew I was going to be grounded. And we're having like these really deep talks. Like we're just like, dude, like life is just so like you're not gonna remember this. Like I experienced all the stages of grief that night. But it's 3 a.m. We finally get the car. Well, it's the interstate right by the base. And the sparks were getting so intense that we were like, we can't drive it anymore. And honestly, the car probably wouldn't have been that bad had we left it.
Right.
But we dragged it through Alamogordo, New Mexico for fucking an hour and like just scraping shit. So we go to my friend Taylor's house.
You didn't even take it home yet.
No, I'm not home yet. My parents still don't know. We're hours deep. This happens at 9:30. Yeah. My parents don't find out about this till maybe 3 a.m.
Oh my God.
And I've had to come to terms with the fact that I have to tell them all this stuff.
Oh my God.
And so Taylor's mom calls my mom. They're like, oh no, this is what I'm sorry. I'm in my best friend Taylor's room, and I call my stepdad. He doesn't answer. And I go, okay, we'll just go to sleep, and then in the morning I'll call him, and we'll deal with it then. And then 2 minutes later, I get a call from my stepdad, and he's calling me back.
Oh, no.
And so I have to confess everything that happened. But, yeah, my mom comes in the front, and she's like, get your ass in the car! Yeah, screaming at me. I get in the car. And then, I was grounded for a very long time. And she takes me back to the house. My brother was sleeping in my bed, so I couldn't even, oh my God. I had to go sleep in his twin-size car bed. He was like fucking, he was probably 8. And I was like, ugh. That was the worst. Dude,
that's a bad
That was worse. But after that, I just got caught for everything.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just wanted,
dude,
that was my,
that feels so good to hear, because a lot of times people are just like, I got in so much trouble. Like,
no!
That's
real.
That's real.
That's why you
took me back. This is
insane. I like hearing your stories, though, about, getting, because it's you did some bad.
I was bad, dude. I went to a party in high school. When you said this is the first time you wanted to smoke weed, it reminded me of this. I went to a party. It was an ABC party, anything but clothing party. So
what?
So you had to be creative, which I love creativity. You know, and these girls that I'll say it, they're not artists. Okay?
No,
they're making dresses out of Victoria's Secret bags, which is it's cute and it's sexy because it's Victoria's Secret. I am trailer park. Sorry, can we say that?
What? Trailer park trash?
I am.
We're white. We can
my
say that.
Senior year, I was looking at trailers. I was like, Mom, I think I'm a trailer. And she was like, please don't do this. Please go to community college. But I had the tools it would take.
Yeah.
Did you get?
I did get permission. Sorry, I'm sorry to cut you out. I got permission. So Lauren said that Snoopy is allowed to be on here. She just says, I'm just nervous because he can't speak, and that people will try to speak for him. Okay. So as long as he just needs to remain his own person on the pod. So
okay. Well, we do have Monkey on camera. I mean, she is spread eagle.
I need to do a lean real quick before I hear this story.
He probably will show less of his body, because he is
Snoops.
Yeah. Monkey's sort of, she's a free bird,
Play free bird. Sorry.
But yeah, okay. This party, the ABC party, I just went for it. Okay. I was big party girl, and I was like, let's be the belle of the ball. So I just wore saran wrap
with nothing underneath.
That would be crazy. I wore nipple tassels.
Whoa. What'd you wear on your puss?
A box. I cut out enough for my waist, and I wore a box as a skirt, and I cut out a little hole for my drink because I knew I would be drinking. So that's who I was in high school. And then
I do love that.
But when I left the house, I was in a t-shirt. I was like, "Bye, Mom, going to Anna's house."
Yeah.
And Anna had the fucking rager.
Yeah.
So we went there, and then but my friend, who Alyssa is was always a good kid. Yeah. Always good kid. She had a volleyball scholarship. Yeah. She was just a good kid. At that party, I'm in nipple tassels. And I'm already drunk.
Oh,
I hear from someone, Alyssa's in the garage and she's about to smoke weed. And I was like, what? And I go in there and I'm in my tassels you've got a scholarship.
Yeah.
Okay. She
whoa.
So she didn't do it, but I was like, that's crazy. So I'm ripping the weed. I'm you could have fucked it all.
You could have fucked it up. You started taking the weed. That's so funny.
Yeah. I should have been busted for more, but I was busted a lot. So.
Did you get busted for that at that party?
No.
No? No. I've never got caught. I threw one party at my house.
I never got caught by the cops though.
Yeah.
But I was a bad. I
got caught by the
And
parents.
my mom was like, "You're such a good kid," so I believed it because I was like, "She thinks I'm
good."
But I really was.
I was good. I know I was good, and then I just turned bad, dude. I literally cut my I had this it was almost like a metal screen on my window, and I took a knife and I just sawed at it and I cut it out, and then my parents. They found it, and they were like, "What happened?" I go, "The wind, dude. The wind, the wind." And I would sneak out of my room almost every night, but I never did anything cool. I would listen to The Weeknd and walk around base at past curfew.
That's cool though.
It felt edgy to me. I was like, dude, I'm just so like, no one gets me.
That's cool.
Okay, thanks for saying that.
That is actually really cool because I was just doing stupid shit.
I did that too.
I was like, I don't even know if I want to do it.
Really?
I just like, it's not like I just was like, I want to be with the cool kids.
Same. That was my whole thing. Like there was one party, I remember Cloudcroft. All my partying happened when I lived in Mexico, but I went to this one cabin in the woods, and it was just really crazy. And I remember just being there and being like, I'm just here for the good talk on Monday when we get back to school, and like everyone's like, dude, fucking humiliating, but it just was true.
I feel everyone feels that.
Everyone feels that.
Yeah,
but I'm like, I want my innocence of.
I miss innocence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do bad things.
I kind of miss like, not kind of, but I cut myself short on like the like kickball in the streets kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta go get wasted.
Yes.
I also looked older. So like when I was a freshman, I looked like a senior.
Really?
So I feel like I could get by with more shit.
Yeah. Okay. That story. That story about the sleeping in the garage, all that.
Yeah.
That was the worst you ever got in trouble for?
That was a pretty bad. Well, no. There's a few. There was a few. I mean, there was a lot. It was enough for my mom to be like, "Hey, should we get a divorce or should you come back home? I need help." Like,
whoa.
But she was like, "She's still a good kid. She's a good girl." Like, it's crazy. But no, I did kind of have like this, like I was texting boys bad things, and
did she ever go through your phone?
Oh,
she went through your phone.
Dude,
Did she just come in and ask for it?
I don't know how she did it. Sometimes.
Okay, because that used to scare me. I used to clean my phone like every night.
Yeah, I would do that, but sometimes like I would just like be like,
fuck it.
Yeah. And one time she saw, this is the cutest thing in the world. One time she saw a dude text me. He was an older boy, and he just said SMD. And I was like, what?
What does that mean?
You're crazy. And then we never even hooked up or anything like that.
Yeah.
He was just texting me.
Yeah.
And then my mom found that, and she was like, what is SMD? And I truly was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of anything. I was like, And she's like, well, you said yeah. I'm like, well,
no.
Yeah, but
well, you said yeah.
But she knew. She was like, she caught it.
Oh, fuck. That reminds me of.
But we never did.
Good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, we're actually.
Cat monkey.
She's doing bad things.
Terrible things.
She mean.
I remember my stepdad loved to go through my phone. Like it was literally loved it. And like I think he enjoyed the thrill of like there's some bullshit on here and like just trying to find it.
Yeah.
I remember there was one night they go through my phone, Snapchat. It was the private my eyes only.
Yeah.
And
whoa, that's crazy.
Dude, they didn't get in because I wouldn't give him the password and he couldn't like unlock it because I mean, he knew what was in there. I knew what was in there. Yeah. And I'm like, why do you want this unlocked? Because you're going to see insane things.
Yeah. Bad things.
Bad things. And so, the whole night he was like, I know there's something in there, blah, 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 open it up.
And you're like, yeah, we all do.
And I go, no, like I've never, like I literally was like, there's nothing in there. Like there's nothing in there. Yeah. And then, dude, it just like, he would go, I just fucked myself over so many times. Like there was one time this kid, Xavier, texted, my shoulder, sorry, my shoulder fucking hurts. This kid, Xavier, texted me, and, thank God. I kind of have to fart too. I won't.
Okay.
But he texted me and he was like, he said, when was the last time you got high or something like that? Yeah. Like, when was the last time I smoked weed? And I responded, obviously, but my stepdad takes my phone and he comes back in. He goes, you smoke weed? I go, no. He goes, so you didn't smoke weed? And he says, like, the date that I texted. And I was like, why the fuck did I just rat myself out to this random fucking kid? And I go, no, like, I was lying. Like, I literally told my stepdad. I told him. I was like, no, like, I'm lying to him. I didn't smoke weed then. I just want him to think that I was cool. I didn't do it. And the night that I wrecked the car, they took my phone too. And so they're finding out that I've been doing drugs and that I've been talking. Dude. So it's like the car is wrecked, my fucking everything. Yeah. Oh, fuck. That was terrible.
I was hanging out with this girl who, her boyfriend, I was also friends with, like, I don't know if he sold pot, but he was like a pot guy.
Yeah.
You know? And I was hanging out with her, and she was a pot girl by association, you know? And I texted her. We were hanging out a lot, and I texted her, and I was like, had a bad day, need to get high, which is so embarrassing.
That's so funny. Had a bad day.
Had a bad day, need to get high.
Girl. That is hilarious.
Need to get high.
That is so funny.
So I text her that. Also, yikes, embarrassing.
That is really funny.
And her mom was a helicopter mom for sure. A good mom. In retrospect,
a good
call,
mom.
You know? But she went through her phone.
No.
Found that and was like, "Oh, Maddie's a bad kid," which I'm like, your daughter
is worse.
Your daughter is weed girl.
Yeah.
You know. So she called. Okay, so I'm home. It's my mom's birthday, which I have fucked up so many of my mom's birthdays. It's not even funny.
Wow.
Just like, so she calls our home phone. Gets the message, and I'm truly, me and my mom, it's mom's birthday, we're going to Cheesecake Factory or something.
God.
We're like on the way out, mom's got her purse. Hi Lisa, this is
No.
so-and-so. Yeah, I'm so-and-so's mom. I went through their phone and it has, and she says it on that we're literally, I'm like listening live with my mom, and I'm like,
God.
And she literally hits no, and she goes, not today. And we went to Cheesecake Factory. It felt like my birthday.
You were like, no, that's good. You did the right thing. Oh, that's so funny, dude. I love that. She goes, no. Oh, man. So,
because no, I have a gift card.
Do not. That's so funny, dude. So what happened? So you guys would go to Cheesecake?
That was fine. Yeah. That was just truly, we just didn't talk about that ever again.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think she was just like at wit's end.
Yeah.
And she was like, we're gonna call this one.
I always wonder, I know that there's things that I totally did not get away with that I'm like, I think that my parents like just were done.
Yeah.
Like I threw a party at the house, and the trash can, I was so dumb.
Yeah.
The trash can, just fucking bottles of Smirnoff.
Yeah.
Like I know when my stepdad was rolling out I know he heard the clinking of the bottles, but he just comes into my room. They come back from their trip. I've thrown this party. They come back the next morning. He goes, did you throw a party in the house? Just exhausted. Yeah. Did you throw a party in the house? And I go, no. He goes, I'm going to ask you one more time. Did you throw a party in the house? And I go, no.
Did you hear me?
No, I said no. And he goes, I can't prove it. But I know you threw a fucking party. And then he just walks out. But I remember him just being like, they were literally like, I can't fucking prove it, but I know. I was driving them crazy. Like, they just couldn't, like, there was another time, too, where I smoked weed in the house. Fucking blood. Like, I hotboxed the house.
That's crazy.
And then they were coming home early from the trip, and I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. And so I burned 4 bags of popcorn.
Dude, I did the same shit.
Dude, it is the smartest trick. Because I literally, like, that I was a dumb kid, but then there's times like that where I'm like, dude, I kind of fucking was smart. But I burned the popcorn, and then I put the bags in different places in the house. Just to let it, like, breathe.
A little incense.
Yeah. Yep. And then I send a text that goes, hey, gotta crack open the windows. I burnt the fuck out of this pop.
4 bags.
Dude.
In a row.
The trash can is just full of burnt popcorn. And then I come home like every window is open, the front door is open. I have the fans rolling like crazy. I'm like, dude, I burnt this goddamn popcorn.
Dude, my friend, we smoked weed at her house when her mom wasn't there, and then I mean, we were just like, she was like my best friend in high school, and we were just, she gets really high, and she's like, I think I'm gonna take a bath, and I was like, all right, I'll probably make some mac and cheese. So we're just, I mean, I'm home in that house.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So she's in the bathtub, doors wide open. I'm cooking something, and I look out the window, and I just see smoke, and I'm like, what? And I think when we like took the blunt, we like put it in next to our mom's cigarettes. Didn't put it. Well, when I say we, me.
Oh,
okay,
fuck,
so
Madi.
I put it just in there, and it like burnt the whole cigarette pot, like flower pot full, and it's like flames are coming up against the house, and I'm like, oh. And I go, ah! She goes running out of the bath, butt naked. She's like, and it smells like shit because all those old cigarettes are burning, so like it stinks. And
smell like dank.
It smelled like dank, and she comes in.
Forward a little bit if you can. Sorry.
She comes in, and I was like, perfect, we've got your bath water. So we just like, get like popcorn bowls.
Oh
like,
my
god! Like the little rascals just in and out, and then we finally put it out.
She's still
and
naked.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And her mom came home and was like, oh my god. We were like, waffles. We burnt waffles. That house never had any food though. Like we would get like really high and be like, also the skinniest I've ever been because like
you would just get high and then no food.
Super high, and also it was like high school, so it was like, oh, we're gonna have an eating disorder, all right. You know,
yeah,
it was like, oh, we're gonna be thin.
Yeah.
And then we would get really high and go to her house, and it was just like, catch up for dinner.
Perfect.
So, like, we just have like pinkies of ketchup, and then it would be like, dude, I have a Hershey's Kiss in my purse. She's like, shut up. Best time ever. That was a fun house.
That is, I'm glad I don't like smoke weed or do anything like that anymore. But
yeah, I really don't. Weed's not for me.
What the hell is going on here? Sorry, I just gotta make sure my. I didn't mean to moan like that. What are we gonna? Hold on. Hold on, it's fine. Sorry. For right now. 46:40. That's when I'll have to cut. Okay. It's going great.
Yeah, look at that.
Cat monkey spread things.
She's really doing spreading stuff.
Spreading things. Oh my god. Sorry. I was gonna say I don't smoke weed anymore, but the first time I smoked weed, it was, have I told you this story? It was New Mexico. We could leave. Sick. Can you do a French inhale?
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, easy. But you saw it.
No.
Did you see it?
Can I try?
Yeah.
I used to be able to do a French inhale. I'm kind of scared. I have to fart so bad, dude, and I've been really holding it. Hold on. I'm scared.
See?
I used to be dude, I used to fucking drool, insane, drool.
Drool.
All the way. When those came out, I was on one for drool. I love drools. But first time I smoked weed, high school, lunch break.
Let's give me 2 minutes of looking cute. No. Okay. Go on. That's better. That's cute.
Get in the frame, Maddie. I know. I just want to be able to make clips.
You're right.
So, lunch break.
Yeah. High school?
Burger King. Yeah.
Okay.
I get really high. So high, I've never been that high since. I can see things,
yeah.
So whatever. Visually, it was crazy. My perception of time, I felt like I had to pee.
Yeah.
I've never been high like that ever in my life. I get blasted. Also, I'm off campus for lunch. My parents forbid me for going off campus for lunch, but I did it. And then lunch ends. I'm like, oh, fuck, we're going to be late. And then there's a...
Good, you're not by yourself.
Not by myself. I'm with... Gonna be late, but also there is a bomb threat to the school. Bomb threat to the school. So they're not letting anyone in and out of the building. So I'm high, trapped outside of the building. Bomb threat. My parents are texting me, hey, are you safe, like, in class,
like,
blah, blah, blah.
I'm good.
And I'm like, I'm just high and, like, having to confront my worst fears.
Yeah.
There's a bomb threat. And, like, all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah. I was like, I think I text them a lie saying, like, I actually sat in the courtyard, so, like, they're not letting me into the building, so I'm just sitting in the courtyard or something like that. But,
they were like, you can't come in, Joslyne.
Yeah.
No.
You don't want to be in here right now. No, there's a bomb in here. You stay out there. I'm just cooked.
Please.
No, please let me into the building. No, bomb.
She's not getting it.
But then I go home. I'm, like, cooked. Like, for the rest of the day, I'm cooked. I, like, fall asleep in pre-cal. Like, I'm cooked. I was not in pre-cal. I was definitely algebra 1. But,
Sorry. I just lied.
It wasn't pre-cal. I did eventually take pre-cal, but that was not at the time I was in pre-cal. Just want everyone to know. I did make it to Calc AP, so. Okay. So. But dude, yeah, I was cooked, and then when I get home, there's a absent. They call your parents if you miss a class or if you're late to class. So they're like, "So why did you?" And I was like, "Outside, man. Yeah. You know, bomb. I remember that. Remember the bomb? Yeah. But that was terrifying.
You didn't get caught?
No, I didn't get caught.
Whoa.
I mean, they found out eventually I was smoking weed, but I didn't get caught at that time. But that was like, I remember feeling like the world's ending because of I'm just so high and like experiencing
Bombs.
that, and then
Parents.
bombs. My parents text me, "Where are you?" Yeah, that was so. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
I got really ballsy.
Yeah.
Towards the end, where I was like, I got so comfortable drinking in high school that I was like, the teachers know I'm drunk.
Whoa.
Like, I was like, and I don't know if they did, but I was like, they know who I am. I know we're just having a cocktail.
Yeah,
that's
like,
I
that's
was
crazy.
so comfortable drinking.
That's so
all the time.
crazy.
And there was one time where I got drunk at lunch or something like that. Went off. And by the way, I'm so comfortable drinking. We went to Taco Bell and got Baja Blast. You know.
Yeah.
But UV Blue was like drink of choice. We were like, they're both blue. We're obviously gonna get away with this. So we did. I drank it, and then I went to our homeroom thing. And I'm not like, I'm not a confrontational person ever, you know, and especially teachers. Like, I was a very respectful, but I'm drunk, you know, in school, and I'm talking to I go to the bathroom, and I'm just having a cocktail in the bathroom, you know, and I come back, and she goes, "You were gone for a long time," and I said something like, "So?" Or something, which that's not, and my friend who I went to high school with for like since elementary school, he goes, "What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop!" Yeah.
And I sat down. I was like, "That was crazy."
You go, "So?"
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was so brave.
Wow.
Yeah, but I was stupid.
Yeah. Drinking, and I feel like drinking is crazy.
I don't like it now, and I'm like, oh, how long was it just?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a habit.
Just being like. I remember I got drunk before
cool,
my AP history exam.
Whoa.
Yeah, I took shots of rum chata.
I'm so happy to hear you say this because as I was saying that, I was like, whoa.
No, I took shots of rum chata, and I also hit the bubbler before, so I'm crossfaded.
Hit the bubbler.
Yeah. But I'm absolutely crossfaded walking back into AP US history to the point where I walked past my teacher, and my teacher starts walking behind me, and then this is what I hear from my friends is that he was walking behind me, and then he just went, and then just turned around and like walked, like he did not want to deal with what I had going on. But I go and I sit down.
That's too much paperwork.
Yeah, he was like, okay, I'll just let her go, and but I'm fucking And my friend Keanu is sitting behind me, and he goes, "Dude, are you okay?" And I was like, "I am fucked up." Like, it's just like crazy. Like, like 12:30, like in the day, midday. I'm about to take a test, and just being like, "Dude, I'm fucked up." Yeah. And then my teacher comes over. He puts the exam down in front of me, and he goes, "You can go to the nurse if you need to." And I go, "No, I got it." I think we have to go higher.
Okay.
I want to.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm nervous too. I want to